Welcome back to the diary, everyone. It's Friday the 22nd of July 2011. No new alpaca cria to report today, but we have moved the last 4 females into the birthing paddock that are about to give birth here. This is Giselle. We don't need ultrasound to see how pregnant she is. I briefly mentioned on our last diary that Cathy had come to help us on a work experience scheme. Well, more about that today. Cathy's been working here all this week on a voluntary basis to get experience about working with alpacas, as hopefully in the future she will be able to train as a vet. This week, Cathy has gained a terrific amount of experience of how we look after alpacas, how we care for them, and how we manage the land in relation to their care. As well as feeding the alpacas, observation is just as important, looking to see if there are problems. Having done the feeding, we move on to alpaca handling. Cathy soon became familiar with our handling system, which involves a series of gates and raceways. It makes the handling and movement of alpacas around our farm really easy. And having confidence around alpacas makes such a difference in manoeuvring them, and you'll see that Cathy has increased in confidence in the handling of alpacas during the week, and she's now able to get the alpacas to go just wherever she wants them to. And confidence helps also with handling alpacas, and handling them in a proper way, a way in which they can be controlled without hurting them, and of course the occasional cuddles. And on to a little bit of early halter training for this young male. And Cathy's starting to get to grips with this young man, who doesn't really want to be taught how to walk on the halter. But at this early stage of training, it's not too important that they walk exactly right. It's just that they begin to get used to humans and handling and having a halter on. And Cathy's done a very good job. This is a first time young male that's not been on the halter before this week, and he's starting to get the idea nicely. Another cuddle. Halter training is important in young males that are going to go on to stud. This young man will, and he needs training early, so when he's fully grown, he's easy to manage. But it's not just handling alpacas, there are other things like paddock cleaning. Reducing the worm burden within the animals by making sure that the pasture is constantly kept clean and tidy. And pasture care itself is important too, using the machinery, in this case to top the paddocks. Of course, some might say that Cathy's just enjoying playing with the tractor and a mowing deck, that it's not really work at all. Well, I wouldn't buy into that. Would you, Cathy? Well, that's the end of another diary. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be back next week with news of new cria.